Welcome to 90% Knitting. This is episode 255, the addendum, for the sole purpose of announcing all of the prize winners that I was not able to announce yesterday when I recorded the regular episode 255, which was actually 255 modified. Anyway, I'm Lisa, your host. Oh boy, hang on. You can't do that. This is Princess, who apparently would like to be my co-host at the moment. I'm Lisa, also known as Fiber Nymph on Ravelry. I have all the the Instagram and the Ravelry groups and what else do we have, Princess? I don't even know. I'll put the little screen at the end and show you all the places you can find me on social media. For the purpose of this episode, probably the most important place for you to know to find me is on Ravelry, because if you are a prize winner, you're going to want to PM me on Ravelry and send me all of your mailing information along with your top 5 prize choices if you are one of the August knit along winners. Otherwise, I just need your mailing address. So, are you going to hang out with me, or are you going to wiggle and scratch me and get down? Yeah, okay, yeah, you can get down. She'll probably be back. It's very echo. My whole house is apparently echoey. I don't notice this up here until I sit down to record. But it's just, this is a very big space. I've recorded from here once before. I think maybe it was a shop preview or something. This is our main living room, dining room, kitchen area, and it's a vaulted ceiling, and so it's very, very echoey. Plus today was super cold. It was 47 degrees Fahrenheit this morning when we woke up. It's up to, I think, 61 now, but it's super chilly. It's actually more chilly in the house than it is outside. So I had it all closed up, and then I sat down to start to record, and I started talking, and I just sounded like I was in an echo chamber. So I went around and I opened windows and the door, but it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and so the cats thought that was their time, their sign to come in for dinner. So I've got cats everywhere. You just met Princess, and Tippy, oh no, don't do that. Tippy was trying to jump up, but she was trying to jump into the prize basket. We don't want her there. I don't know. Somebody else might make an appearance. But anyway, I'm not going to prolong this because I have a lot of prizes to award. Here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to start with the A Year in the Life of a Knitter knit-along prizes for August. There are 12 prize winners. You guys were a chatty bunch. There were 639 posts in August, minus 12 that were mine. Oh, Princess, don't do that. I have my laptop sitting on a stack of magazines to make it high enough, and she keeps coming over and wanting to rub on it, so I apologize. It'll get a little less chaotic because they'll realize I'm not going to feed them and they'll go wander off for a while and probably pee on something out of protest, but I'll deal with that later. Anyway, 639 posts in August for the knit along in the chatter thread. So thank you so much for all your participation. 22 were mine, which left 617 eligible posts for the prize drawing, which meant there were 12 prizes to be awarded because I've been awarding one for every 50 posts. So there will be 12 prize winners. I will be offering 13 prizes, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. And then if you are one of those 12 prize winners, again, you need to send me your name, mailing address, and your top 5 prize choices. I will do what I did last month, and I will put the list of the prizes in the show notes for the 255 episode. So even if you're not watching the regular 255 episode, or episode 255, go to that thread in the Ravelry group and you'll find the list of the prizes in the show notes there. Even though this is 2 separate recordings, it's just a good place to find them. I'll do what I did last month, and in that list, as they are claimed, I will write that so that you know which ones have already been picked. So if you don't get around to writing to me within the first couple of days, you can check there if you want to, or you can just send me your choices and I'll let you know if they're all chosen, and then you can pick other things. So let's get started. And oh, I was going to tell you what I was going to do next. I'll announce those. Then I'll announce the August challenge winner, only one of those. Then I'm going to do the prizes for the Fiber Nymph Dye Works knit along that we were doing this summer, the summertime knit and crochet along. I have the August winners to announce. I have 2 retroactive prizes to award for June and July because I made an error, and I'll explain more about that whenever we get to that point. Then I'm going to award the 3 big grand prizes for that whole knit along. So lots of prizes to be had, but let's get started. I'm going to show you the ones that we have for the August a year in the life of a knitter. Can you hear my wind chimes? Actually, there are wind chimes. They were a wedding present last year. It's really breezy out, so they're going like crazy. Okay, they're a very melancholy, like minor note sound too, so it always sounds ominous when they start going. All right, prizes. And I hope they're all in here because this has been getting knocked around, not knocked around, but carried around and moved around. Okay. Our first prize for August that you can choose from is the carryover prize, which was this necklace set by Laura Nelkin. So it's a knitted necklace that has beads in it. So you get the yarn for it, you get the beads, and you get the pattern, which is inside this folded card. This was donated last month by Christine, who is Iona Paint, and she's been a very active participant in this knit along. So thank you again, Christine. I was really surprised that this was not claimed last month because I think this is a very cool little project. I think it would make an excellent gift, like for the holidays, if you have somebody who really likes kind of, I'm not even sure how to, I mean, it's dressy, I guess it's dressy, but it's just a very statement piece of jewelry. I don't know, I think it would be kind of cool. So that is one prize. The next prize I do not have here to show you, and I didn't print it out because it's a pattern, and the picture on it was actually sort of small. So I'm going to insert a blown up picture of the pattern here. Okay, obviously not the pattern, but what the pattern makes. This is a shawl pattern called Nala's Big Sister Shawl, and that's by Amanda Raitt. Amanda is Skyly Knits on Ravelry, and she too has been participating quite a bit in our knit along, and she wanted to offer a copy of this new pattern of hers. So thank you again, Amanda, for donating that. And if you choose that, then Amanda will gift that to you through Ravelry once I let her know that that was your choice. Okay. Number 3 is a lovely little gift from Darlene of Bags by Awesome Granny. This is a Notions pouch made out of her really cute knitting fabric. If you did watch the podcast yesterday, you saw my bag. I actually have one of her large project bags made out of this fabric, and I just think it is so super cute. It's just a fun little Notions pouch. The inside is gray fabric with little white polka dots, made by Bags by Awesome Granny. So that is another prize. And thank you again, Darlene. Thank you to all 3 of you for donating those. Those were awesome prizes. Now we're going to move on to things that came from either me or my stash or some of my business yarn. So let's get going. The first thing is, this is a needle gauge made by Tangerine Designs. I bought this a while ago. I think I bought it at an SSK. And for whatever reason, I just never used it. I popped it in a drawer that I have this kind of stuff in. I never used it, and I have a lot of needle gauges. And I don't remember, I may have actually bought it with the intention of using it as a drawing item, and then I never did it. So I pulled it out, and I thought this would make a really fun prize. It's a needle gauge. US sizes are marked on there. There's also a little ruler at the bottom, so you can measure your stitches per inch. And it's a TARDIS, or a police box, but, you know, we all know it's a TARDIS, right? So that is a prize. Next, we have my Outdoorsy kit, the headband and neck warmer pattern. One winner can choose an Outdoorsy kit of their choice, either the fingering or the worsted weight, in any of the colorways that are still in the shop, and there's still quite a selection. So you can go to the shop, pick one of those, let me know which one you want, and I will pull it from the shop, and that will be your prize. Also, from me and my yarn, I have a skein of my Mega, which is my bulky weight, in a 5-color gradient in the Secret Garden colorway. So that's kind of a dark brown through purple and rose into some greens. This is one of my favorite gradient colors. So this is Mega, which is 100% superwash merino, about 105 yards. You can do fun things with 105 yards of bulky weight, let me tell you. Look on my project page and see things I've done. Yeah, so this is also a prize you can choose. Next, we have some yarn that is actually from my stash, like not my yarn that I've dyed, but yarn from my stash. Two different things I pulled out. This is one skein of it. I actually have two, so if you choose this, you'll be getting two of these. I think the other one got left at my house for some reason. Anyway, this is some Plymouth yarn. It's Dream Baby DK, and it's in this really fun, light, rainbowy color. This is 50% acrylic and 50% nylon, so it's not a woolly yarn, which I think makes it perfect for baby knits, especially if you like to knit like preemie caps, or if you're knitting for a baby whose mother you think is probably not going to be into machine washing, or to donate somewhere. Wonderful yarn for that, and just such a pretty colorway too. So again, two skeins of that are up for grabs. Next, there is one ball of Knit One Crochet Two tie-dye, which is 100% cotton. It's a 100-gram ball, about 196 yards. I love this. Whenever I worked at the yarn shop, I bought a bunch of this, and I still have it in my stash, obviously. I use it for dishcloths, but you can use it for anything that you would, want to knit out of cotton. I'm not sure if 196 yards is enough to knit like a market bag or not. Maybe a small one. But yeah, if you like doing dishcloths or anything like that, this is up for grabs. It's a really pretty, like kind of a raspberry and purple and gray variegated colorway. Really nice. Okay, next. This was kind of quirky, I guess, but I wanted to do this, and I thought about doing it last month and then never got around to it. I have a huge button stash, and I've got buttons in every color of the rainbow, really. So I pulled out just a ton of random buttons, and I filled this baggie up with them. So you've got buttons literally of every color of the rainbow in here. And I also included some clear buttons. Clear buttons are really nice for like backing buttons. If you're putting a button on something and you want to stabilize it, you can sew a clear button on the inside behind the button that's on the outside. Anyway, so if you like buttons like I do, you might enjoy getting a fun button collection as your prize. Next up is this book. Okay, so I'm in the process of moving all of my knitting books up here to the mountain house. I've taken this approach of every time I come up here, I take 2 books with me, because I have so many books, it would break my back to put them in boxes and carry them. But I figure if I bring 2 books up every time I come up here, it's much more manageable. And that also gives me a chance to weed through my books, because I have a lot of great books, but some of them I bought when I was an earlier knitter, and I've never really used them. Like, they're pattern books that I didn't know if I would like or not, but I liked the cover or I liked something about it. So there's some that I'm probably going to be destashing. And one of the ways I'll do that is by sharing them on here as prizes, probably in future months. And that is how we come to this book. It's called Vampire Knits by Genevieve Miller. And this sweater this girl's wearing, I'll show you the picture of it bigger in the book. I love it. It's really pretty. I never knit anything out of this book. I bought this, though, when my daughter, Emma, was in her vampire fiction phase back in high school. Those were the days of like the Twilight movies and books, and I don't know. She had so many book series that were based around vampires. She was really into it for a while. Anyway, I bought this thinking, oh, I could make her fun things. I never knit her anything out of this. Poor girl. She gets lots of other things, though. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool patterns in here, and not just vampire-y things. Like, there's things that were, this book was clearly inspired heavily by the Twilight movies. I will say that. This pair of mittens, they were clearly inspired by Bella's mittens in the first Twilight movie. I don't know if they're oh no, there's a different one. I don't know what these are called. If they're called Bella's mitts. Oh, Bellissima mittens. Okay, that's a stretch, right? No, but there are some really fun patterns in here that you wouldn't look at them and say, ooh, that's for vampires. But like there's this cowl, it's like a hooded cowl, and it's got cables, but I mean, check out the characters modeling this. You know these were modeled after the Twilight characters. It just makes me laugh, but it's cute too. So there it is being worn as a hood. I want to show you that sweater because it's really, really pretty. And then there's the guy. The models in this book just crack me up. Does he not look like the broody vampire? Uh-huh. He does, doesn't he? I'm sorry. I'm not really mocking the book. I like the patterns. The patterns are really pretty cool. Like even this one, the tourniquet scarf, okay? It's cool. I love the scarf and I love the gimmick for it, but the broody vampire dude, just, it puts it over the top. Okay. I'm still looking for the sweater. There's some socks and some mitts and an afghan. Here it is. I think this is really, really pretty. It's a hooded cardigan with lace work on the bottom. Anyway, look it up. Check out the pictures on Ravelry or something. There's scarves and big things. I don't know. There's lots of things in here and they're really neat. So check it out. If you or someone you love is into the vampire thing, you might enjoy this book. Or if you want something fun to knit for Halloween, pick that book up. It's fun. It is fun. I don't know. It's just the models and the styling really sort of just make me chuckle a lot. Okay, next, I decided it would be kind of fun to offer pattern prizes as options for patterns that I'm doing. So you could knit along with me if you wanted to. So if you did watch the podcast yesterday, you saw that I am knitting the Dalen pullover, and I totally am blanking out on the name of the designer. But the Dalen pullover is one pattern. I will, again, try to put pictures of these in here so you can see what I'm talking about. The next one is the Hero sweater, which is that colorwork one that I'm doing out of, that's Julia AYITL Clay, I remember that, out of the Icelandic wool, the Letlopi. So that's another pattern. And then, so if you want either one of those as your prizes, let me know and I will gift those to you through Ravelry. And lastly, because this will be the 13th prize since we have 12 prize winners, and I always like to include one extra prize, so there's lots to choose from, any two of my paid-for patterns on Ravelry. I don't have a ton, but I do have a nice collection of them up there at this point, so you can pick any two of my patterns and I will gift those to you as a prize if that's what you choose. So those are the August Knit Along prizes. And now I'm going to read to you the Knit Along winners. This took forever, literally, well, not literally, obviously, but kinda literally. It was a couple of hours worth of work, really, for me to work through this and make sure I was not getting the same person over and over and over. And also, the random number generator, I kept goofing up with the number range since the chatter thread now encompasses 2 different months, and I had that goofed up at one point, so I had to start all over. Oh my goodness, it was an ordeal. But we do now finally have the winners, all drawn by random number generator over and over and over until I got 12 unique winners. So here they are. I'm just going to read through all of them, and then I will congratulate you all at the end. All right, the first prize winner is number 5, post number 549, who is Final Herald Mage, and that is Rachel. Prize number 2 goes to post 832, and that is Amanda B, who is Amanda. Prize number 3 goes to post 877, who is Layla F, and that is Layla. Prize number 4 goes to post 1120, who is Maliki Ranger. I think that's how that's pronounced, and that is Marlene. Number 5 goes to post number 514, and that is WKH25, who is Wendy. Prize number 6 is going to post number 962, and that is Tammy plus Hazel, who is Tammy. Prize number 7 is going to post number 1035, who is Twisting Pearls, and that's Eileen. The 8th prize is going to post number 1016, who is Happily Crafting, and that's Jackie. 9th prize will be going to post number 805, who is Skyly Knits, and that's Amanda, who also donated the 1 shawl prize, so thank you and congratulations, Amanda. Prize number 10 is going to post 1086, who is Rock Knits, and that is Pam. The 11th prize will be going to... I don't have the post number written down now. I don't know. I have numbers scratched out. I can't even read what the number is, but it was OCD Knit Case, who is Diane. I promise it was a legit number. And prize number 12 is going to post number 504, and that is Inagata Danita. So that is Danita. Congratulations to all 12 of you. Again, that is Final Herald Mage, Manda B, Layla F, Maliki Ranger, WKH25, Tammy plus Hazel, Twisting Pearls, Happily Crafty, Skyly Knits, Rock Knit, OCD Knit Case, and Inagata Danita. Congratulations. The 12 of you need to message me on Ravelry with your name, mailing address, and your top 5 prize choices. And then I will let you know which one you won. If all 5 of yours are chosen by the time I hear from you, I will let you know that, and you can send me another round of choices until we get it right. Alrighty, so congratulations. For the August challenge, that was a little bit easier because there were far fewer people. The August challenge, I didn't write down how many entries there were, but you can look at the thread and you'll see. The random number generator chose post number 18, who was Wisdom, W-I-Z-Z-D-U-M-B. I thought that was a really cute name. And that is Camille. And Camille, your prize is also going to be one of my outdoorsy headband and neck warmer kits. So please head over to my shop, fibernymphdyworks.bigcartel.com, and check out the options. There's fingering weight and worsted weight ones. The pattern that comes with it will work for either, but the yarn will be one or the other. Tell me which colorway you would like, and I will ship one of those off to you. So congratulations, Camille. Thank you for taking part in that. Thank you, everybody who took part in August's chatter, has knit things in August, and also who did the August challenge. I'm looking forward to September. And I do have some, well, I'll talk about it on the next podcast. We're going to modify things a little bit for the winter quarter. Everything will still be the same for summer, for September, since it's the last month in summer. But I need to find a better way to work through these prizes. The biggest problem, and here, I'll just tell you this real quick. The reason I'm having so much trouble getting prize winners, because it keeps coming up with the same people over and over. It's not because random number generator's stupid. It's because even though we're having tons of chatter in the group, the chatter is all being done by a relatively small number of group members. So as you can imagine, if you were choosing one person out of 10, that would be easy. If you're having to choose like 3 different things out of 10, it gets a little harder. You know what I mean? That probably didn't make sense. It made sense in my brain before I said it, and then I didn't. Anyway, when you're trying to choose a lot of things, but the pool that you're choosing from is fairly small, there's a higher probability that you're going to keep choosing the same people over and over and over because their posts are all in there. And that's not a problem. I'm glad you're chattering. I just need to find a better way to somehow, I don't know, I need to come up with a ratio or something so that I'm offering the prizes that work for that number of people instead of the number of posts. Your posts will all still count. I'm just trying to figure out a better way to do this. I just don't know. But I'm going to do my best because I want to keep it fair, and I don't want to totally change how I'm doing things. This has been a learning experience, this knit along, I've got to say. Doing a year-long knit along this way. Definitely a learning experience. Anyway, we'll talk more about that because I still have to think that through. If you have any ideas, or if you think I'm just being silly, tell me. You can feel free to share that. All right, let's move on now to the Fiber Nymph Dye Works knit along that we did this summer, which this was the Summertime Knit and Crochet Along. I'm going to announce the August winners. There will be, and these are out of the finished object prizes. I have an actual tangible yarn related prize because that was one of the things I've been awarding. I realized as I was doing this that I was also supposed to be awarding gift certificate prizes to my shop all along as well. And I haven't been doing that. So bad podcaster, bad mid-long host. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to award the gift certificate prizes for June and July, and then I will also do the August winners, okay? So if you participated in the Knit Along in the Fiber Nymph Dye Works group in June or July, you might still be winning a prize. They are $10 gift certificates to my shop. And again, I did this random number generator through the finished object threads. So for June, the $10 gift certificate is going to post number 22, who is Angelcraft. And I'm sorry, Angelcraft, I did not write down your name, or either it wasn't, maybe it wasn't there. Some people don't put their real names in there. Anyway, Angelcraft, congratulations. $10 gift certificate coming to you. July, the $10 gift certificate is going to number 16, post 16, who is Waipahu, and that is Rhonda. So congratulations, Rhonda. Both of you, please PM me when you hear this, and I will send you the information about your gift certificate that you can use for the shop. Okay, now for August. Let's get to the August now. We're up to date. For our August prizes, I'm going to show you, well, here, I'll show you. This is the August prize. This is yet another Bags by Awesome Granny bag. She kindly sent me a medium-sized bag as well. Same really fun knitting fabric and the same gray fabric with the white polka dots in it. Yellow zipper, really cute. In addition to this bag, I'm going to include some mini skeins as well for your prize. Okay, so the winner of this prize for August was post number 13 in the finished object thread, and that is Seductive Berry, who is Maria. So, excuse me, congratulations, Maria. You've won the bag and some minis, and when you see that, please PM me with your information, and I will get that shipped off to you. And finally, the $10 gift certificate for August is going to post number 20, and that is PA Knitwit, who is Sarah. So congratulations, Sarah. You know the drill. PM me, let me know you won this, and I will get you your information about your gift certificate. Okay, so those are all of the August prizes for everything. The only things I have left to award now are the big prizes for the Fiber Nymph Dye Works Summertime Knit and Crochet Along. We had 3 grand prizes. One is a self-striping skein of yarn, winner's choice of colorway, winner's choice of yarn base. The second prize is a sweater lot of either my Cozy worsted weight or my DK weight, my Bonafide base. Both of those are 100% superwash merino. So it will be your choice of which base you'd like, your choice of semi-solid color that you would like. You can choose one color for all the skeins. It's 4 skeins in a sweater lot. Or you can choose like 4 different colors if you want. It's totally up to you. And if you need more for an actual sweater, you can let me know and we can work something out there as well. But anyway, that's the second prize. And then the final prize, grand prize for that knit along was a $75 gift certificate to my shop. So without further ado, let me announce those winners. And those, okay, actually there is going to be a little bit more ado, I guess. You never hear people say that. The hold up with me doing these were the fact that I had to go through and verify to make sure I had a complete list of everybody who did a finished object in all 3 months, because that was the criteria for being entered into these grand prize drawings. And I just wanted to go through and make sure I was doing this all in a spreadsheet. I just wanted to verify that I had everybody. And in fact, there were 20 people who did complete a project each of the 3 months and posted it in the finished object thread for that month. So if you finished one but you forgot to post it, it didn't count. So I'm going to read the names of these 20 people because I thought that was a really wonderful accomplishment, and I'm so thankful that you took part. So the 20 people who qualified to be in these drawings for these 3 prizes are Mostly Munchies, C.R. Jane, Ms. Melody, Seductive Berry, Safe 54, Sock Knitter, Erin Barine, PA Knitwit, Christina 4635, Zoom Dog Knits, Team Crazy, Jenny B 82, Blue and White Cat, Iona Paint, IRL Knits, Spitfire SNC, Angelcraft, Manda B, Harkness Angels, and From Kiersey. So thank you for all of your knitting, all of your contributing to this knit along, and for your participation. I'm so happy that you did this. Again, I'm never sure how knit alongs are going to go. It's kind of like when you decide to have a party, it's like, is anybody going to come? And so I was just really thrilled that you guys took part in this particular knit along, because it was so much fun for me for many ways, but especially seeing all these finished objects done with my yarn. That was super cool. So thank you. Okay, now without further ado, the 3 final winners. The winner of the self-striping skein of yarn, again, your choice of yarn base, your choice of colorway, is Sock Knitter. That is Debbie. So congratulations. There are numbers associated with these, but they're the numbers that were associated with my spreadsheet. So I'm not going to bother telling you because it really wouldn't make any difference to you. It's not related to anything you can see. But anyway, Debbie, congratulations. PM me, let me know what you would like for your self-striping skein of yarn, and I'll get that dyed up for you. Okay, so for the sweater lot, the winner is Jenny B82. So Jenny, congratulations. You've won a sweater lot, 4 skeins of yarn, either cozy or bonafide, depending on whether you want DK or worsted or DK. I said those the opposite. And the color. So PM me, let me know you won, and I can give you a little bit more information about where you can go as far as looking for colors. I have a colorway gallery. Yeah, we can talk, but let me know you won. That's the first place to start. Okay, and lastly, kind of the big grand prize, I think this is the one everybody's really excited about, is the $75 gift certificate to the shop, and that is from Kiersey, Leslie. Congratulations, Leslie. Thank you for taking part in this knit along. Please PM me when you hear this, and I will get you your information so you can have your $25 or your $75 gift certificate. Sorry, don't know where that came from. Okay, anyway, I think that is all of the prizes that I have to award. Yeah, that was fun, but you can see why I could not have added this in with the regular podcast. Aside from the prep time it took to do this, it's now taken like 30 minutes, over 30 minutes for me to do all of these prizes. That would have just been insane. So anyway, again, I know I sound like a broken record, but winners, please PM me when you know you've won. Give me the information that I need to have in order to get you your prize, and I will get those out to you as soon as possible. I'm finished. You're probably tired of hearing from me, but once again, just thank you to everybody who's taking part in these knit-alongs. I do have ideas for other knit-alongs I plan to do in the future in both groups, the 90% knitting group and the Fiber and Dye Works group. They're just great fun for me, even though I don't participate because I don't win prizes or anything, but I love hosting them, and I love giving you guys a chance to do these things. So I'll tell you more about that in the future as we come upon them. But for right now, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will talk to you hopefully sometime next week with a regular episode that's not modified and not missing anything. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. Please stay dry and safe if you are in a hurricane zone. Oh my goodness, we just won't even go there today, but I am thinking about you guys, seriously. That's it. Take care. Bye. Okay. Oh, you're still recording?